Okay, good evening, guys. Good evening, and good morning, America and Canada. And I welcome you to Ukraine Dating.tv channel, a non-profit platform designed to um, give you information, first of all, about Ukrainian culture and Ukrainian ladies, and second of all, to meet girlfriends, to meet women of your heart and future, and create nice relationship or marriages. Um, I hope that you are all okay, guys. You have nice weekend. Autumn already visited us, knocked at our doors, but it doesn't bother us because in every season we have beautiful moments. My topic today is one decision that have the biggest impact on your life. Again, I like complicated, difficult topics, but anyway, it's life. I'm gonna play the video and we will go back and discuss it.
Selecting a very good partner is a lifelong therapy session. It really transforms you. I really see a lot of people who might be anxious and they've got this partner that's abusive, a bit neglectful and everything. And they're like coming to me to heal. And I said, I'm so sorry, but you have an hour a week with me. You have 24/7 with your partner who makes you feel unseen. You can soothe yourself, you can try and calm yourself, but I promise you the impact of a loving and consistent partner is something that will do more for you than any therapy session. And healthy human connection is very, very powerful.
Correct. Guys, I want to invite you to my studio. Not so many people. I have Ron, guys. Please open the camera and you're welcome to be with us. So, one decision that have the biggest impact on your life. And it's absolutely true that one of the most important decisions in our life is choosing a right partner. It's so important for women and for men as well. Oh, Zhenya, hello Zhenya, I can see you. Choosing correct right partner is successful ticket for the future, and especially for women, let's say. When you choose the right partner, yeah, let's talk about women, yeah. So you can be, I don't know, 90% happy. For women, it's very, very important because majority of women are family oriented. I'm talking about Slavic women, and they want children. For them, it's important to have cozy house and raise children. Yeah, so I think whatever career she has and how she's successful in her job, it's always number two in woman's life. With men, it works in a different way. So choosing the correct life partner and afterwards your husband, this is ticket for nice and great life for women. Hello, Zhenichka, I'm happy to see you. Thanks for coming. And let's say for men, this decision is also very important because we all get married, we all create a relationship for something happy. Yes, when we get married, we don't think that we will divorce or break up afterwards. Otherwise, we would never create relationship. Yeah, but for men, it's always more important, I think, career and choosing right job, right sphere. And yeah, why? Because majority of men in every culture, they are providers, and sorry, but their job should be good and bring good profits. I'm not talking about millions, yeah, but let's say if you are a plumber, like normal plumber, I don't want to offend anyone, but you want earn a lot, yeah, or if you are a manager, or if you are IT professionals, a doctor, this is more high paid jobs, and you can provide a good life, first of all, for yourself, and of course future for your family. So for men it works in a different way. When we are talking about decision, yeah, when parents tell you, okay, John, you would like to be an electrician, a plumber, or you would like, I don't know, to be an IT manager. You think twice before making correct decision. But let's say no, let's say it's so specifically different, but you know what I mean. For women it works absolutely different. Like women, we always follow our heart. Like not always, but the majority, yeah, the majority of women, we follow our heart, our emotions, which is correct, which is right. But sometimes it can ruin us. Why? Because we can follow the wrong partner. And like Dr. Sedia, yes, said correctly, however, and how often do you visit psychologist if you are impacted about wrong partner? You spend with him or with her more hours, and it ruin you. Yes, psychologists can help you, but this time that you spend with wrong partner, let's say even with abusive partner, can ruin you and can ruin people around you as well. It can impact your mental health, it can impact your financial sphere, well, everything. So we should follow, I think, not only our hearts, we should look at his family, interests, and so on and so forth. But when we were young, we all followed our hearts, especially in Ukraine. Ladies are so blind, and the percentage of divorces in Ukraine quite high, because when we were young, we followed heart and hormones and how he was attentive, blah, blah, but we didn't look deeply in the family, into the family. Today I drink Fanta. I don't know why. I want something sweet. So, but at the moment, our age category now, more than less 40, 50. So I think when we want at the moment to choose partner, I think at the moment we should follow our head, first of all. I'm talking to myself, exactly. Why? Because yes, we always make mistakes when we only think with this one, with heart. So for women, if she makes a correct choice, right choice, and if she weighs everything on the scale, like his actions, interest, his attitude, yeah, like his personality, everything should be on the plate, everything. Fanta is without sugar here. See, zero sugar. Okay, it's not a point. So when we put on the scale, on the plate, everything now at our 40s, I think we should make more than less correct decision. But in young ages, no. And when a woman in my age, plus minus, yes, she is alone and especially has children, it's her, like, I'm sorry, circumstances of wrong decisions that were made before. Yeah, this is how women suffer because of wrong choice when they were young, but nobody knew that before. And what I wanted to mention, men are also suffering and have big impact after divorces. How? Especially in Europe, I have noticed. For example, he got married, he invested money, he invested time in their common apartment or common house, yeah, some business, I don't know. And then by the end of the story, they are getting divorced, separated. And what is left? Man should leave this apartment. And he is like 40, 45, 50, yeah. Of course, if he's chivalrous and nice guy, real knight, let's say, and especially if there are children, he will leave this apartment. He will leave this for a woman and for his ex-wife and children. And what is left? He is 40 plus minus. He needs to start his life from the beginning, from zero. Now he needs to pay rent, to start everything like as he was a student. So also this impacts his life as well. He was working, he was investing, his salary and everything, and now from the beginning. So this is how divorces and how breaking up impacts us a lot. And unfortunately, after such choice, we need to pay. We need to pay a lot. We need to pay by our patience, by our blood, by our emotions, nerves, and blah, blah, blah. And around us, suffering our children, sometimes our parents, unfortunately. And today I will share with you some life story, my life story, and I am not shy to be open today. So, when the war started, we were all vulnerable. Ukrainian women and children, we all were vulnerable. We didn't know where to go, what to do, and I met a nice person that suggested me to move to Canada. And this is about big decision which can impact life. This decision can impact life and lives of other people who you love. So anyway, I agreed to take children and myself and move to Canada. I was here in Germany, but I followed really my heart, my emotions, and that's it. So I didn't put on the plate other things, and I moved to another country, to Canada, to British Columbia. I used to live there 7 months. I didn't think about other children with this partner, about why mother of these children disappeared. I thought and I asked the person, but their story was so lovely and blind that I was so emotionally, I don't know, it tended to go to Canada because I know English, it will be easier to find job, blah, blah. And I was thinking only about, yes, feelings and new country. I didn't think how my father will be missing us over the seas and how teenagers will handle with each other. So it was very rapid decision. And unfortunately, this moving to Canada cost me a lot. My father started to have depression because we were far away and he thought that we will never come back. And he was in deep depression. And you know the story that my father died in January. I don't know why, let's say not why, I don't want to blame myself. But if not Canada, I think he would be still alive. He just was in a big depression. Second of all, like it didn't work between teenagers, my son and his son, and I only followed my emotions. That's it. Only my emotions. I didn't even think about other sides of the story. Don't want to go deep, but this decision impacted my life a lot. I just acted like, I think, so rapidly and unconsciously, which is not normal in my age. I should have been more serious and more concentrated on other things. Don't want to name people and tell anything bad about this person, but this decision impacted my life a lot, impacted my mental health, and I think, yeah, I lost my dad not because of Canada, but because I left, and he was very depressive. So, thank you for listening this story. Maybe I didn't give the so much deep and details I didn't mention, but let's say at the moment, for all of us, I think we should put 50-50 feelings, choosing a life partner, and of course we should turn on our brains, and we should definitely think about people who surround us, not only about ourselves. Everything is fine. So, going back to important decisions of our life, like I said, we should always like choosing a profession or career or things that we like to do. I mean, work, we should follow what we like, not only what gives us money, because when you wake up and go at your job with a lot of desire, it's also like pleasure, and you will like your job. If you go only because you get money for good income, no, it will never work, and such job brings you sickness. Oh my God, you are always irritated. Everybody's guilty around you because you wake up on your unpleasant job. And if you are lucky, like I was when I was a student, I went working in the theater. I was a journalist, and I used to work as a journalist in the theater, at the theater, and I met very nice boss. He was so pleasant person that he surrounded me with other good people that built for my career in future good path. So it's also so important to feel people that can help you in your professional way. Yeah, so some meetings, a job, yes, in your career like sphere can also impact you in a good way, not only in a bad way. Like last week, Anne was complaining that I didn't heal enough. But I also can speak about positive things as well. Mhm. So, so career things are also so much important for us, and let's say for men it's like 90% of success. If man is not succeed at his job, if man doesn't have his deal of his life, let's say, man feels so vulnerable, so low. For us, for girls, for women, it works in another way, really. By our nature, by especially we are talking about Ukrainian women, career and job is okay, but it's somewhere like second, third place. Number one is family. Be successful in family. Be, I don't know, happy woman. Yeah. Usually, when you have birthday, we girls we wish each other happiness and health. Yes. I know that when it's man's birthday, we wish like successful career, good friends, yeah, and so on and so forth. But for women, like I said, it's important to have good life partner and choose like a soulmate. And I think so. Um, People who met their soulmates are really lucky because you can live in a marriage or being in a relationship, but it doesn't mean that you are living with your soulmate. And meeting your soulmate is really, really big happiness, big ticket to your life, where you can share everything, you can talk a lot, you can be yourself and don't hide. And of course, as far as my life experience and experience of my friends, it's so much important to have lots in common. Lots in common. I heard some days ago a story like they were living happily, blah blah, but suddenly she started to like horses. Like I said, it's very popular in Germany, especially in villages. Women like horses, riding horses, and like last 5 years, she started to like horses, and he always was a rocker and a biker, and their interests rapidly changed, and there was nothing to talk about. Despite of feelings, common children, blah blah, they couldn't find common topics, and slowly marriage was destroyed, unfortunately. So why it's so important to find topics that connect you and you feel closeness between each other. Yeah, I wanted to say so much today, but I think my story a little bit turned me to the left or to the right. So, hello, Anne, Irina. The specific advice that Dr. Sedia highlighted was look for consistent potential life partner. Consistent people are high quality people. Correct. I absolutely agree. But not everyone can find such people, and or we can find them, but we need time. It's not easy and it's not simple. I think it's not simple like to find real friend as well, to find life partner, to find good colleague at work. This is very, very valuable when you find, but it's not easy, absolutely not easy. And like she said, when you find consistent life partner, it's like therapy. It's like a therapy for the person. He or she doesn't need psychologists and blah blah blah. If you have your soulmate, yes, it's your ticket to happy life. Так, Женечка. Ukrainian women don't want to get divorced or break up. We wanna marry for life. Exactly. We all, and men too. But yeah, when it turns to divorce, it's really heartbreaking. But not only in Ukraine, but all over the world. All people who got married, they never expected to be divorced afterwards. So unfortunately, when it brings us to divorce, then we have wounds and we need to recover, and you start sometimes to blame yourself that you made a wrong choice. But it's life. And like I said, after divorce, we are not so blinded anymore, and we should focus not only on feelings and our heart, but on interests, mind and character and actions, blah 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 blah, everything. Well, Zhenya, sometimes we can't recognize at the beginning if it's right partner or not. Maybe guys will agree with me. Like when you meet a person, you date, maybe sometimes you I'm sorry, I will just a second. So without pictures, if you stay without pictures in the studio, I need to say goodbye. Sometimes we can't recognize, we date, maybe we live some months, but then it turns that you have different interests, or you have, I don't know, he can be or she is so impulsive, and well, like, it's life. You can live 10 years in an okay, nice marriage, but then understand that you are different. It happened to me. Yeah, my marriage was okay, and we gave a birth to two boys, but like in the last year, sometimes it happens, we lost something. So sometimes you can't recognize if it's right person or not at the beginning, or like some period of life. Yesterday I was watching a movie with Jennifer Lopez. It's enough of me, something like that. It's translated in Ukrainian. It's enough, something like that. So she was quite happy, like 5-6 years, but it turned that he was abusive, he was cheating, and like after 5 years he started to beat her. So he was always like that, but he hid this. Anyway, why I'm so negative always? No, I'm not negative. I like complicated topics. Anyway, I guess that now in our age we can more than less recognize if it's right partner or not. Number one, it should be physical chemistry for sure. You should like each other. Number two is very, very important to talk and to have dialogue. To have dialogue, not monologue. When the partner is only talking about himself or herself, concentrated, something like selfishness, egoism. Such partners don't attract Ukrainian women. Never. Should be dialogue when both are interested in each other's lives. And of course, care. And care goes at the beginning in small things. Open the door, bring flowers, help with the shopping, with groceries. Like small things. It's not only like drinking coffee or going to the dinner or holding hands or going to the movie. Yeah, it's okay. But like, how are you? Are you hungry? How are you dressed? Are you not cold? Blah, blah, blah. So, and so on and so forth. And like I said in my previous streaming, remember, you can check your partner, how is he or she in some provocative cases. I will repeat myself. You should get drunk together or see this person drunk. Remember I told that maybe some streams ago. Why? Because a drunk person, not like drunk like a big, but a little bit. You can see how a person is open. Can he or she be aggressive or opposite, like calm or kind? So when alcohol in your blood, you become more open, correct? So you can see the partner. Then owe money and see the reaction. Yeah. And number three, like some provocative situation when the partner can be angry and how he or she reacts. Like he's so much, I don't know, aggressive, screaming, or can control his emotions. Yeah. So three points, like kind of examination, tests. Sorry, tests. Okay. Correct. Couples should be able to talk about anything and everything. Yeah, this is how it works in open relationship. Then you will come home and you will share with your partner. You don't need mom to call or your friend. You need only him to share, because when something goes wrong and you call your mom or you call your best friend, your girlfriend. Yes, I mean about us girls. Oh, you know, something happened. You are not open with your partner. You are afraid to share. It doesn't. It's not normal. It looks weird, really. Why you can't share this with your life partner? You know, such stories that there are girls and women that say they call moms, they call grannies, they call best friends, girlfriends to share. No, you shouldn't do that. We have such a nice Ukrainian proverb: don't throw garbage out from your house. Keep this garbage there and sort out with your partner. Don't, yes, throw away it. Hello, everyone. René. Oh, hello. How do I win the heart of a beautiful, strong, and hardworking Ukrainian woman? René, hello. Nice to see you here. You can win her heart by your smile, your actions, talking a lot of and discussing a lot of things together, walking and being yourself. Always being yourself. When you are yourself, you can conquer our heart, my heart, your heart, whatever. So it depends on a person, but for us, it's important to be yourself. When you put on your mask, it always pushes you back. Oh yeah, Zhenya really told that. Be kind and loving. Correct. Yes, and it's so important for Ukrainian women that when a man is kind-hearted. When it's combination of attraction and kind-hearted man, wow, you're already there in your heart. So, but kind-hearted man always will attract any woman, Ukrainian, American, English woman, whatever. And like I said before, when two people are kind-hearted and quite empathetic, in quarrels, in arguments, they can put themselves in other shoes. When he or she, let's say he, when he is stubborn, angry, dominant, let's say heavy character, then it's so difficult to negotiate with such person. It's so difficult to find balance with such person. And I don't like people who say I'm right. There is my opinion and no other opinion. No, it's not easy, and with such a life partner you will not find balance, or it will be a relationship between a dominant person and kind of victim that will agree, that will say always yes, you're right, just to please the partner. But it's not our case, correct? So being kind-hearted is really nice in relationship because you can find the balance and agree with each other. Even if you are not agree, you can understand another opinion of your person. You think in Ukrainian and translating it to English, and it's not that it means. What? Okay. Sorry, Zhenya, you know what I mean about garbage. So don't take your laundry out in public. Okay, thanks for telling me this story. Yeah, this expression. Yeah, don't take your laundry. Correct. Don't wash your dirty washing in public. Hello, Santos. Nice to see you. I am not always right, but I am never wrong. Something like that. You see, I'm translating these things in my language, but in English it sounds in another way. So, guys, I will remind you who am I, and then we will go back to the topic. Hello, hello. So I have some question. It's not in a public chat, but it's the question from Ranga. How do Ukrainian women think about Hindu religion and men from India or a vegetarian? So, Ranga, if you are here, I will reply on your question with pleasure. Number one, like there are a lot of vegetarian women at the moment, and at the moment the culture of healthy life is so and it's not a problem, absolutely. And there are a lot of vegetarians and women who maintain a healthy lifestyle. So absolutely, there will not be any problem. And there are women who share not only Orthodox religion or Catholic religion, but they share like Buddhism, Shintoism, yes. And I, for example, for me personally, Buddhism is better, much better. Yeah. In university, I remember I had exam, and she asked me 5 rules of Buddhism. And I said, life is wish. Wish is happiness, but happiness brings you suffering. And then I didn't tell the 4th or the 5th rule, and I failed exam. But despite of this failure, I still like Buddhism. Oh, we have a guest. Hello, Clyde.
Hello.
Okay, nice to meet you. I'm Irina from Ukraine. I'm streaming from Bremen at the moment. And where are you from?
Texas.
Texas. You just woke up?
No, I've been up since before sunup. It's just been I've worked in the yard and done things around the house and everything. Just been busy and everything, and I just recently got the notification about this. So yeah.
Oh, thanks for coming. Really nice, because sometimes I'm waiting for someone because I really so like out of the words. I don't know what to say more because I always tell a lot from my heart, and then I'm zero. So, what's your opinion? Not opinion. My question is: sometimes decision can impact our life a lot, and can bring us positive or negative circumstances. Yeah. So, did you have any decisions of your life that impacted your lifestyle in a good way? Let's talk about something positive today.
Um. Uh. I've chosen a lot of different things over my life. One I never regret was joining the U.S. Army,
Wow. Okay. Great.
and even though to this day I am paying a price for that service,
You mean
Uh,
your health suffered, or what you mean? Like which
well,
part?
it's both.
Mhm.
Um, I saw, well, basically, I was in three different combat zones. Um, so I saw quite a bit, both good and bad.
Yeah.
Both the horrors and the what do you call? Well, there's nothing really good in combat. It's
Yeah.
just horrors. Um, well, I can't say that. There were the times when my friends and I were not in combat,
Oh my God.
and those are some cherished times.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
so,
Whatever like sad period and hard period you had, I think you you should have had this time. Otherwise, you wouldn't be like you are now, correct?
correct. Yeah, it's part of the foundation of who I am, and I'm
Correct.
not talking about the combat, the experiences I had. Um, the military taught me a lot of basic, fundamental things um, that are required in life that you have to have.
Correct. Correct.
Um,
Such tests make us, I don't want, yes, stronger, but I think deeper. We understand life deeper, and
oh yes,
uh, life is not the surface of something bright, not only so. But these lessons bring us this life experience, and I think after such slaps, we say,
yeah,
um, we won't be so impacted anymore on anything else. Like some slight unpleasant things won't make us sad anymore. And you know what I mean?
yes. There's still, but the one thing is until you leave this world, you never finish learning.
Correct. Correct.
And if you get to the point where you think you know everything, that's never a good place to be.
Yeah.
Because,
Clyde, and you are in at the moment in Ukrainian dating site, like where we are looking for Ukrainian brides. Do you have any experience, or you just decided to visit me
no,
because of topic?
okay. Exactly what are you asking?
I'm asking, have you got any experience with Ukrainian ladies dating or chatting, or would you like to meet a Ukrainian lady, like as a wife or girlfriend? Yeah.
Yes. Though my previous experiences from over a year ago weren't all that good. Because
Mm.
basically, the lesson I learned was the sites I chose were basically all scam sites.
Be careful. There are a lot of scams,
Oh, yeah.
especially.
Yeah. And there was no, until here recently, over the last 2 or 3 months, I hadn't really found any sites like this site here. Um, and I found one other one. But
Yeah.
for the most part, there was nothing out there to for guidance to say, okay, avoid this site, this site, this site, and if you are on a site, this is what you need to be looking out for. There wasn't anything like that, so basically, it was all uh, learn as I go. You know,
Unfortunately, a lot of men face with this scamming, unfortunately, and I'm very upset. that some percentage of Ukrainian women present themselves in such way, and men, Western men, think that we are like that.
Well, from
Sorry, don't be. Yeah.
the scam sites I discovered, not even sure if I was actually talking to somebody. Now there
Mm,
was two sites that you could supposedly have a video conference with,
yeah.
but there was no volume. It was all texting, but there was camera. You could see them, they could see you, supposedly.
I see.
And those Ukrainian, if they are Ukrainian, they could have been Russian, they could have been whoever claiming to be somebody's profile,
Mm-hmm.
uh, a created profile for them. But um, after a while, I just got the understanding that they were there to make money for the site, and they would do anything to keep you putting money into the site because they
Right,
got a
this is
percentage.
very big business and it continues years and years. And the very popular scam site Anastasia, which earned few millions. And yeah, when you talk with a lady, texting with a lady, but it's not the lady behind the screen, it's a interpreter, or maybe it can be even a man. Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the other sites that were all texting, even though they had a profile and everything else. And Agent Nesty, who I saw earlier this year, I found her website on YouTube.
Mhm.
She's a Russian girl who started putting up YouTube's videos about. She was offered, she was approached and offered by one of these sites
Mhm.
to that they would take her social media information and stuff and create a profile,
Mhm.
and they would make her. They offered her a translator's position and other positions,
Mhm.
even, and it was all fake, and she realized what it was, and it was all a scam, and she eventually turned it down, and she ended up making a YouTube site about her experience with these and explaining them how they work and everything else.
Mhm.
So
But yeah, unfortunately, I feel sorry that you had such experience. But to tell the long story short,
that's a learning lesson.
yeah, it's a learning. But you know, how long we will learn these mistakes? Expression like I don't make mistakes.
That's it. How
I
long?
don't make.
How much?
I don't
How
make
many mistakes do you need to make before you learn the lesson?
exactly. I don't make mistakes twice or three times. I make four or five just to make sure. So.
Oh, so
But what I wanted to say, it's not advertisement, but it's like experience of people who are here in Ukraine, dating.tv here. Joseph and Anna, they have strict selection, let's say
mhm.
selection of ladies who are interested in marriage and in relationship, and they look and they check documents. So here lonely ladies who are focused on relationship. So
Understood.
I would like no I would like I recommend you to not to lose hope and
No, I haven't.
yeah, to talk with Joseph and Anna. We have ladies who are ready to move to
Well,
America.
I've talked with, I've had an introductory interview with Luba,
Okay. I heard, yeah, her name, but I've never met her. Anyway, okay.
and supposedly I've got another interview, a second interview later this week or this coming week.
Oh, good luck. Yeah. So I wish you good luck and cross fingers. we
Thank you.
shouldn't we shouldn't lose hope. We shouldn't lose hope.
No, I haven't.
Have you been married? Do you have children?
No.
No.
I was married after getting out of the service. Uh, and unfortunately, my situation is a little unusual. Uh, it wasn't the norm. Um, we were expecting our first child, and she was due in the late November, early December, and in September she had a seizure,
Oh my God.
which caused premature,
I feel
uh,
so.
and our daughter was stillborn. Unfortunately, the doctors determined that the reason for the seizure in the first place was they detected a growth in the right frontal lobe, and they thought it was from a childhood injury, and it was just a calcium deposit,
Oh my
and left it
God.
at that. And over the course of the next, oh, by the beginning of the next year, she began doing radical behavioral things,
Yeah.
and she
It goes.
eventually, well,
Mm.
it just got worse. She eventually ended up self medicating with alcohol and drugs,
Oh,
and
oh
I
my
didn't.
God.
I wouldn't see her for days at a time, and then I couldn't take it anymore, and so we separated. And I didn't see her for 3 months, and then one day she showed up at my door in really bad, really bad shape. So
Light, that's really personal that you share, but thanks, really. Thanks. Thanks for this story.
uh, the worst part was, you know, I took her in for that one night, and the next day I said, "You can't stay here. You know, it just it's too hard unless you get help. You got a lot of issues that need to be dealt with, and you don't want to deal with them with me."
Yeah.
And so we parted, and I didn't see her again. Um, that was the last time I saw her. And 2 months later, I get a call from her father saying that she had had another massive seizure that put her in the hospital and nearly killed her. And um, what they called a calcium deposit was not a calcium deposit, it was a
Tumor. Oh.
brain tumor. And it had actually grown so large that it literally had split the right side of her brain in two halves.
Oh my God.
So yeah, they did a major surgery, brain surgery, to remove it. Turned out it wasn't cancerous.
And
So they
tumor
were
was
able.
it was cancer. It was we
No,
say
it was
positive.
not.
No,
It was
okay.
not cancerous.
Mhm.
So they removed it. It was about 4 days later that I finally got to talk to her over the phone, and the person I was talking to was a complete stranger to me.
What do you mean?
I didn't recognize her voice. I didn't
Oh,
recognize how she talked. It was not the person that I knew.
she
It
is alive
literally changed her, the surgery.
now. She is alive now.
Yes.
Disabled or it's
No.
okay. No, it's okay. But
She,
something changed in brain, and you. It's not the same person
it
that you
changed
knew.
her personality. It changed who she was.
Oh my
You know,
God.
she didn't talk the same. She didn't act the same. She didn't, her speech wasn't the
Ah,
same.
pronunciation, dictions is are different. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because something in brain, yeah, and that happens last days with my dad before he died, something neurologic disorders, and he started to talk like his mouth was full of nuts. Yeah, it's not funny, unfortunately.
Yeah. But a month later, I got divorce papers from her. I think really the thing was is she still remembered everything that had happened that she did, and she just couldn't face me anymore.
Oh my
She
God.
could not take coming back. So she took the easy way out. And the last time I spoke with her, I guess, was 2003.
Oh, okay.
So,
But you still remember this story in such details, so it impacted you a lot. I see that, I feel that. Oh,
yeah,
yeah, but nobody knew that it would turn like that, correct? So
no, no.
I hope you like overcame, you healed that.
Oh,
But
yes.
what can we do? Oh, we have Alan. Clyde, thanks so much for this story. It's so personal, but really, I hope when I took interview many years ago with one actor, he told when we talk and clarify the situation with someone, we work out and we discharge ourselves with emotions that were stuck. Understand?
Right. Yeah, understood. So,
Hello, Alan. I will
Hey, how are you
invite.
doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Bon appetit.
Thank you. I just finished lunch.
Oh, lunch. Okay. I hope it was delicious. How are you?
Good. I'm from Tampa, Florida. Sunny Tampa, Florida. But
We
we're in
have
our
Texas and
rainy
Florida.
season now.
Great. So autumn hasn't come yet,
No,
and never, and
I
comes very seldom. Yeah.
I do love autumn. I'm from Maryland, so I love the change of the colors and the leaves. But of
Yeah.
course, here in Florida, we don't have that, and everything is flat. So I'm used to flat and green and white sandy beaches, though. That I love.
You have your advantages there, correct? So.
Right. But I'm moving.
Um.
I'm moving to Spain.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at houses that are built on a cliff, so I can't get over. Some of the houses have their parking garages on the roof, so you got to get
Ooh.
on the roof first, and then you got to go down the stairs.
How you drive there?
Well,
You
it's
fly?
they're built on a hill, so it's like 1, 2, 3 steps.
Oh, I
First
see.
floor, second floor, third floor. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I remember last time we were talking with another guest and you asking about Spain. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then I had another podcast with somebody else, Andrew. He's from England,
Yeah,
military guy.
Andrew. Correct.
And he has 50 kids. That blew my mind.
But it's not his kids.
Oh no, he takes care of them though. But he takes care of
Yeah.
them. That's a big heart. God bless him for that. Sometimes you got
Yeah.
to volunteer. You
yep.
know,
50 kids. Yeah. Please, Clyde.
No, I
Clyde,
was agreeing.
yeah, Clyde. Let me ask you this: in Texas, have you ever looked up Ukrainian churches or Ukrainian affairs?
In what respect? I've
Just
looked into Ukraine. I know a number of the history of Ukraine.
no, no, no. I mean, to go to a club like a Ukrainian club, a cuisine, even a deli that's Ukrainian or Russian in Texas.
I don't know of any. Not
Okay,
in
I would
Texas.
I would recommend you do a research for that and do that. That's what I did. I go to delis. I used to go to this club for 20 years, a Russian Italian Russian cuisine club, and they
Well,
did
in
shows.
Florida and the East Coast is littered with them. There's not many.
In
Um,
Texas.
especially not in West Texas. So
Where are you located in Texas?
um, just east of Midland, Odessa.
Are you near? Is it Austin? No, not Austin.
Put it like
I'm from
this.
Odessa, by the way. I'm from Odessa, but in Ukraine.
Yeah. The only Odessa in the United States is in
Yeah.
Texas.
When you book a ticket, there is Odessa, Ukraine, and Odessa, Texas. Two
No,
Odessa.
but there's
Exactly.
an Odessas in Florida too. I mean, it's small though,
Oh, okay.
and they have a lot of land. So it's houses that have more land, nothing on the beach.
No.
You know, yeah.
Our
I'm looking
Odessa
for
is oil country.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's where all the oil fields are. Is on the other side of Odessa,
Oh, wow.
Texas, is the Permian Basin, which is the big oil field
Yeah.
out here. So you got Midland and Odessa, and their cities side by side. They sit on I-20 on the west side of Abilene. So going towards, they're basically the last major city before you get to El Paso.
Okay.
Alan, how is your search with ladies? Anything new?
I talked to Anna, and I told her that I was letter writing, and this lady found me, and she goes, but I have good luck with that. My first internet dating was like, wow, I found this lady. She was a singer, and I followed her for like 5 years, you know. And I sent her gifts, you know, but I mailed it to her myself. But at that time I was doing good, and I didn't mind doing that. And I bought her a really nice red and white computer. She was just amazed with that. But I did that more for me because I wanted her to be able to communicate with me. And then I bought her a red camera so she could take pictures because, you know, she does concerts and things like that. So had a really good relationship. I kind of knew I wasn't going to be able to get to her because unfortunately my business fell and I was going under, you know. But we communicated mainly on VK. That's like a Facebook, vk.com.
I know. VK,
you can look that up
contact.
on Facebook. Yeah.
That's the Russian Facebook, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Russian
VK is Russian.
Facebook.
We Ukrainians don't have access to VK from Ukraine, but from Germany we have. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But I got on that because Sylvester Stallone was on there, and Shakira, and Mel Gibson. So I said, hey, this has got to be good. And these are real people. So that's why I got on VK. And then, you know, I started building my profile. And I think that's what you need to do. You kind of have to like put your resume out there, you know, take pictures, write up a story about your background, make it good, you know, and always go back and refresh it. And before you know it, you're going to have ladies contact you. But of course, you have to be careful. If, you know, they start asking money right away. You know, forget it.
Yeah. I've already been through that.
Right.
Done there. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt.
Lady
but the thing is that the trick is you need to write 5,000 characters. That's a page and a quarter, or a page and a third on Word document. If you write those long letters and you ask her to write long letters, those that stay with you are real. The ones that are trying to make money, they're not going to do it. And
No, that's something else I saw too.
Yeah.
You'd write them 3 or 4 paragraphs and they'd come back with barely a paragraph.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You don't want that. But if they start writing long letters to you, plus I send them YouTube videos to look at, you know, stuff that maybe they might like, you know, like one of them likes dancing. So I send Take the Lead with Antonio Tamberis, true story. I said, watch that, look at it, let me know, then let's talk about it. So I give them homework to do. Those that follow it, we have good communication. But it takes months, you know, of that communication. But at least you're not spending a lot of money. I mean, I spend maybe $30 a month. I don't know how to gauge it because I drop 110 and they give me so many credits, but it takes about 3 months for me to go through that, you know? So
Yeah.
basically $110 in 3 months, but I don't do any videos. When I'm really interested in a lady and we've been communicating for a few months, then I do a video chat. And at that time I make my decision. And that's what I have one now. She found me. That's why Anna goes, yeah, because she's thinking it's the computer generated and somebody's out to try to get me. But in this case, no. And we have just got so much in common. I just can't believe it. And she's got a 5-year-old daughter, which that's what I've been looking for, a single mom.
Yeah, you told us, I remember. So it's still working.
Right. That's why I passed the other lady on to Andrew, because she's got 2 daughters. But I saw the sole profile of her, Anna. Her name is Anna, too. 3301 is her number. So I told Anna to please give that to Andrew, because I think that would be a great fit for him. 2 daughters, and she's looking to get out, and she doesn't mind if the guy's 60 years old. So Andrew's like 56, I think. So I think it's a good match for him.
Yeah,
I wanted it myself, but I'm 69, so I'm like, that might be a little too much, you know. I had to think about that. But this other lady, her and I, we just hit it off. So I'm like, I can't wait to get my funding done, and that's it. I made up my mind. I'm going there to Spain, get the house. I'm flying to Ukraine. I'm meeting her, and then we'll take it.
She's in Ukraine. The lady's in Ukraine.
Yes, Kiev, and she's in Kiev too.
Sorry. So you saw each other on camera on video call, correct?
Huh?
Did you see each other on video call?
Not yet. I'm planning on doing it this month. It's been three months, I think, now that we've been writing. I got one more letter to get out to her, and then after that, I'm going to go ahead and do a video chat. And she's asked me a couple of times to do a video chat.
Ooh,
and I told her,
that's nice.
And I told her about my finances, and she was very understanding, which was great. I don't know why this keeps, but she was very understanding.
You can do video call on free platform like Zoom.
Right.
Like
well, that's the after this video call from this website, then I'm going to ask them to ask my contact information, because I think it's cheaper for her to do it, and then let me know, or I'll have to ask for the contact information and see how much that's going to cost me.
Okay.
Yeah, because the idea is, just we want out of the website. We want to be able to chat. And
what website?
It's Ukrainian Brides Agency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I've had luck with them, but you do have to be careful. There's a lot of...
There are scammers too. I heard the story. The guy was calling on the studio also from Ukrainian Bride. He spent 3,000, something like that.
I just don't understand how guys can spend that kind of money unless they're sending money to them. I mean, that's the only way I can see it.
This is the fake. This is bad decision that that impact our life. This is, but really, you can be smart. You can be sophisticated guy, and you don't know how you were hooked. Yes, how you were tracked there. So
maybe I've had luck, because I've had a girlfriend, Ukrainian. And now I've known her over 20 years, and we're the best of friends. And she, too, when I met her, she had a 5-year-old daughter, and her birthday was the day before me. So it's like March, mine's 28th, hers was the 28th, her was the 29th. So, oh, my God, I took 2 or 3 weeks planning for a birthday for her. I just loved spoiling her. And I got to take her out babysitting during the summer for 1 year. So a friend of mine had a ice cream truck that he had, he was in the marijuana business. So the ice cream truck was the front. Hey, just give me the truck. I'll pay you whatever I sell. You get that. He said, okay. So I took her, we sold ice cream. And of course her favorite was the Tweety Bird. The Tweety Bird ice cream, and I wish I took pictures of that. God, I'm so mad that I didn't.
Alan, if you will have this chemistry with Ukrainian lady and you will treat your child like a princess, like you describe, you're already there, and you will be in her heart.
I'm already in. I mean, she's looking for a guy But number one is going to love her daughter and
Yeah.
take care of
We,
them.
we are so family oriented, so we are so mother persons,
Right.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Ukrainian women, so you will conquer her heart immediately with
Yeah.
children.
And
If men treat my children like they're his, yeah,
yeah.
and with actions, I will fall in love immediately.
Yeah.
So
Clyde, another thing is you may want to watch some Ruski movies, Ruski love movies. And the reason I watch them is because I want to see their furniture. I want to see how they live and then how they interact, but there was one that I really liked, and it was about this little girl, and she had this dollhouse. It was a really nice dollhouse. And
yeah.
that's what she just truly loved. So one day they're walking around and she sees the house. She runs right into the house. And of course, the woman runs after her daughter and excuses the owner, which is a good looking guy, about the house. And he says, no, it's okay, blah, 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 And just a wonderful story. And you can see how the chemistry and the gel. So you learn from that. I like to watch movies that are true stories. When you do that, you learn a lot. And here I'm in actually like Tarpon Springs, Florida, which is Pinellas County. But there's a true movie called Gifted. It was right here in Pinellas County in the Largo area, which is, near the water. But it was about a girl who's a mathematical genius, and she goes to kindergarten. And you guys should watch that movie. It's called Gifted on YouTube. It's free to watch the whole movie. But it's a true story. And this guy just wanted her to have a good, normal life, not be put in a university and made into a lab rat,
Yeah.
So when you start to see these type of movies, that gives you that energy, that good feeling, and it makes you come alive. And that's what I'm saying. So when you get married to a Ukrainian woman, and especially a single mom, you just become alive and you want to do more. And you can look at that at Sylvester Stallone. Look at him. He's got 3 beautiful daughters. And the way he brought them up, they 2, 3 years old, he's making them swing golf clubs, getting up at 5 a.m. and, raised them a little bit on the military side.
Yeah.
But that builds their character, And this is what you got to do. And I have a guy who's 83 years old, a Marine, and he says his granddaughter, he just loves his granddaughter. And he says, hey, he just keeps me running around. I mean, I get my exercise with her. But he enjoys life with her, you know what I mean? And because of that, he becomes younger and more trying to do things.
Yeah. It is said when you are married or you are in a relationship with younger, you become younger because this younger gives the younger energy.
Part
Guys,
of that attraction, though, is you got to be young in the heart to begin with.
Yeah, correct.
Or the woman's not attracted. The woman can see if you're not young in here to begin with, and you don't have a zest for life or passion for life, she's not going to have it. She's not going to see it. She's not going to want it because, again, she wants, in my opinion, they want someone who can be passionate, enthusiastic about life, and who wants to live or leave a life.
Whatever age you are, for sure, you need to be passionate, enthusiastic. When you can be 40 and already look like 60 because you're out of power, out of energy. You can be 60, 69, yeah, like our Alan, and look at his eyes, he's full of energy. Guys, unfortunately, I have to finish. Time is over, but I'm really happy that you visited us. Clyde, thanks for sharing such story. And personal story. Really, I am impressed. And Alan, I wish you all the best. And don't put on the shelf the video call, please. do that.
No, I'm doing it definitely. I just got to write one more letter, and then that's it. And all the letters she's answered, and of course she writes to me every other day, which I'm like, ooh, I can't write that much, but I say at least 2 or 3 times a week I write to her. You know, and
Okay.
you gotta set your boundaries, and that way they know what you can do. You know what I mean?
We really wish you good luck. Cross fingers that everything
Yeah.
works. Because chatting is one thing and real meeting is another thing. But if you already feel something special, usually it starts working in reality. And you, Clyde, also, I wish you a good consultation with our matchmakers. Yeah, love is everywhere. Doesn't matter what age you are. We should believe, despite of our
Yeah.
experience, good or bad.
Yeah, just be
Okay, guys.
positive. If you look for positive things, it'll come to you. I mean, look at Joe's story. He's got a beautiful story. When he met Anna and all of that, it's just, and of course
Yeah, we know.
he wanted kids too. So she had 2 girls. So he's like, that was it. That's the whole
That's
package.
that's amazing story. I
That's
know.
the
Yeah.
dessert.
Oh yeah.
Okay, guys. Thank you being with me, and I welcome you the next Sunday. Again, thanks for sharing, and all the best.
Okay.
All
Viva
right.
Bye
I'll see
bye.
you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday, Clyde. Bye bye. Okay, Zhenya, and you, thank you being active with Santas, with Anne. Yeah, you were discussing healthy lifestyle, but we will see that later, maybe next Sunday, next Saturday with Zhenya, next Sunday with me. And I wish you all the best, and I wish all our decisions will impact our life in future only in a positive way. Only in a positive way. Now I'm going to play the video about our platform, about channel, and see you next Sunday.
This channel is designed to help you with this colossal decision that you are entertaining, looking at, which is, hey, I know you're done with dating in the West. Let's not even go there. Old story. But the question you're asking yourself is, are pastures possibly greener elsewhere on this beautiful planet of ours? Yes, the answer is yes. How do I know? I was in your very shoes, just a number of years ago. Now I'm happily married to my soulmate, my best friend, and we have 2 beautiful daughters, and life couldn't be better. But you got to play your cards right, as anything in life. There's a few paths to success, and the rest of them are paths to failure. So to join for 30 days and do unlimited video dating for free, all you do is fill out the form in the description below this video, and Bob's your uncle. You can date them, traditional women, for 30 days on video right here, completely free, no obligation, no credit card, no nothing. The other thing that you really want to check out is, if you're wondering, how do women rate you? First, Western women. What's your SMV, your sexual market value score? Your score from 1 to 10. How do Slavic women, traditional women, rate you? Is it any different? Here's a tip. Most guys get between a 1 to 3 point bump in their score from Western to Slavic. Why? Because they're traditional values. Now, the caveat here is if you're a serious guy, right? You're looking for love and marriage. If you're looking at playing the field, well, no, your SMV will go down. Then you can calculate your probability of marriage with a Slavic woman. And finally, you can calculate your maximum realistic, keyword, realistic age gap with a Slavic woman. All of those are on my calculator, yoursmv.com. Thanks very much. Please subscribe to the channel, share the videos,